Hands-on demonstration on chart construction. Combination chart.
So we will now proceed the next table. Okay, so this is now table number 3. So table number 3, distribution of enrollment and graduates in tertiary education in the Philippines for the academic years 2009 to 2019. So kung kanina, distribution of graduates and then distribution of enrollment, this time pinagsama na siya into one table. So we have here column or a variable enrollment and the variable for graduates. Okay? So again, this is a time series data. So this time, hindi lang isa, kundi dalawa yung ating variables. Okay, so ano naman kaya yung gusto nating gamitin or magandang gamitin for this kind of data na may dalawang variables? This time, we want to add, so this time we want to emphasize the movement and at the same time, the magnitude of our data. Okay, so we will now use a combo chart. Okay? Okay, so let us now proceed sa ating paggawa ng combo chart. So for the purpose of uniformity, yan, position your cursor to cell B33. Yan, so same steps po muna tayo ulit. Click insert. Sabi ko lang muna yung zoom. Yan, and then, ayan. Okay, and then, i-click na natin yung combo. Yan, so locate nyo lang po. Wala siya dito, so nandito siya. Okay, so choose nyo lang po sa mga pagpipilian natin. Click lang natin yung clustered column. Okay, so dalawa to, clustered column line, line secondary axis, and then itong clustered column na stock area. So what we'll be choosing is the clustered column. Wala yung name niya, dapat lalabas. Ayan, line on secondary axis. Okay, okay, so we will now use yung clustered column line on secondary axis. So what we have here now is a combo chart. Okay? So ano yung next step natin after natin makapag-create ng combo chart? So syempre, we want it to move to a new chart para makapag-focus lang tayo on improving our chart. So let us now move our chart into a new spreadsheet. Okay? So move chart lang po. Ayan, same steps muna. Then natin yung new sheet, and then let's name this combo chart. Click OK. Dapat meron na siyang, so dapat meron na tayong combo chart. So we will move this sa pinakadulo or end ng ating spreadsheet. So meron na tayong combo chart. And na-move na natin siya. So same steps po muna. Ano after noon? So syempre, i-define natin or isa-select natin yung ating data. Okay? So again, click in Actor Chart, go to the Design tab, then select Data. Okay? So this time, ang isa-select nating data would be enrollments and graduates lang. Okay? So yun po yung sa chart data range. And if you check sa legend entries, so dalawa lang po dapat yung laman yan, isang enrollment at isang enrollment and isang graduate, and dapat both of them ay naka-check. Okay? Next is horizontal axis labels. Click edit. Dapat may message na lalabas dyan sa axis label range. Highlight your data from cells A33 to cell A42 or yung academic years. Okay? So sila lang yung i-highlight natin for the horizontal axis label. Okay? And then verify first before proceeding po. Verify first na tama yung ating data. So dapat sa horizontal axis labels 2009 to 2010 hanggang 2018 to 2019. Dapat kung kulang and wala rin pong ibang nilalaman yan. Okay, once na-verify na natin yung data, click OK. And ayan. So meron na tayong hindi nagbago siya. Okay? Let me check again. Bakit hindi nagbago yung horizontal axis label? Highlight our data. Click OK. Ayan. But hindi siya nagbago ng first time. Okay. So, dapat yung ating horizontal axis labels, so meron na dapat academic years yung nakalagay dyan. If ever na hindi lumabas, medyo naghang lang sa Excel sa akin. So, repeat the steps na lang. Actually, kahit i-click nyo lang po yung edit. Edit, highlight your years, click OK, click OK. Okay? If ever hindi gumana on the first time, try it again and again. Okay, after natin mag-select ng ating data, so same steps po ulit tayo. We will add our chart title. So this is figure number, check the type, yan. Figure 3. And kakopy ulit natin yung ating data, or rather, the name of our table. Highlight, Control-C, then Control-V. Click Enter, and meron na tayong name or chart title. Pero syempre, ayaw natin maputol yung academic years 2009 to 2019. So, decision ko lang yung cursor ko doon sa tabi ng academic year, and then shift enter lang. So, binaba ko lang siya para buo na academic years 2009 to 2019. Okay. So, ano pa yung other improvements din? After adding our chart title, we will add also an axis title. Okay, so click and activate. Ayan, so makikita nyo medyo may difference lang po sa axis titles natin. Go to the design tab, add chart element, axis titles, primary, vertical. So this time, dalawa. So may primary, may secondary. So anong pinakaiba niyan? At bakit may dalawa tayong sets ng axis title? So since we are dealing with two variables here and two kinds of graph, so meron din po siyang kanya-kanyang mga elements for each, or chart elements for each. So meron tayong primary, which is for the column bars, and then meron tayong secondary line, which is the line bar, line chart, line graph. Okay, so primary vertical. Then, ito po ay, so we will also add an axis title for the secondary axis. So, for the line chart. So, click lang natin, add chart element po ulit, axis title, this time secondary vertical. Ang pangalan naman nito ay graduates. We have enrollment and graduate. Click enter, and we now have our vertical axis. So, dalawa po siya, kaya axis. Okay, so ano po yung further improvements natin for our chart? Okay, so syempre, improve naman natin this time yung ating vertical axis. So, this time, hindi lang siya isa. So, dalawa po yung ating vertical axis. Okay, so 2 times yung ating gagawin palaging steps here, but we will be using the same steps for each. Okay, so right-click, format axis, since na-close yung aking task pane. Okay, so same steps po muna sa display units. Babawasan din siya in 100,000. Yan. Pwede nyo siyang i-delete. Pwede nyo rin pong yan. I-uncheck yung show display units. Pwedeng delete. Pwedeng i-uncheck yung show display units. Click edit for the axis title dahil dyan natin siya ilalagay. So, this is now enrollment in 100,000. So, we will do the same for the secondary axis. Right-click, format axis, then display units in 100,000 pa rin. Okay? So, uncheck the show display units. Graduate, edit ulit natin. Graduates in 100,000. Okay, so we now have enrollment in 100,000 and graduate in 100,000. So we now have the 2 axis titles, the primary and for the secondary. Okay. Okay, so ano yung next step natin after tayong mag-add ng ating chart title and then the axis title? Yan, so actually pwede nating i-change. So actually maglalaro lang muna tayo sa ating mga chart. So click and activate first your chart, change chart type. Ayan, ipapakita ko lang po. Click nyo lang po yung change chart type dahil yung sa secondary axis, pwede nyo siya actually pagbali-balik na rin. Okay, so but be careful, may tendency mawala yung axis title pag pinagbaliktad siya. Pero for this, gusto ko na yung enrollment, yung clustered column, but this time, for the graduate, gusto ko line. Yan, click lang yung drop-down arrow, and I want it to have its markers. So, line with marks. Ayan. So, makita yung kanyang markers. Click OK. So, you can see, may markers na siya. Pero, masyado naman siyang maliit. Or, hindi ganoon ka-visible. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin, click and activate lang yung ating mga markers. Click nyo lang po, single click lang. Lahat yan ma-activate na. And then, the paint back icon, yan, new step po ulit to. Gagawin ko, i-change ko yung itsura ng ating mga markers. So, each of the markers will change. Ulitin ko, inactivate your markers or all of your markers. Go to the paint bucket icon. Yan. So, meron ko yung options na line and marker. So, dalawa yan. So, click lang natin yung marker. And then, marker options. Tick natin yung in. Gusto ko siya square. And gusto ko siyang malaki. Around 7. Siguro kita na siya. Ayan, 7. So, na-change ko na yung icon ng ating markers. Okay? So, depende sa inyo kung gusto nyo gawing star, diamond, and such. For me, enough na yung square dahil visible na siya sa ganitong distance. Okay? So, let's further improve our combo chart. So, ano yung next step? Okay? So, this time, ang next step natin is to actually, ayan, since this is a column chart, so syempre mag-a-apply din sa kanya yung guidelines na binabanggit kahapon with our lecture. Ayan, so ang guidelines na yun is yung gap width natin. So hindi ko na ulitin yung tanong dahil alam nyo na kanina na 1/4 of the width of the bars yung magiging gap width natin. Okay? So, paano natin i-adlot yung gap width? Click and activate all of your bars. Ayan, nagbago na kagad yung task pane natin. Sa format data series, 25%. Okay? Ayan, ganun lang kasimple mag-adjust ng gap widths. Okay? So, next step natin. Ayan. So, this time, gagawin natin, we will add a plot and chart area border. Okay? So, plot and chart area border lang tayo. So, same step to as the previous two charts. Click and activate first your plot. Choose solid line, then black as our color kung nag-iba man siya. Then, for the horizontal axis, click and activate first solid line, then again. And then, for the chart area, click lang po natin, then solid line, then black again. So, same steps lang po ito. So, ayan, nakapag-add na tayo ng ating plot and chart area borders. Okay? So, this time, meron na tayong legend here. But what if nawala po siya? Ayan. So, ang gagawin natin is to go to the add chart, design tab, add chart element, then go to the legends. So, ilalagay natin siya kung none, ilalagay natin siya sa bottom. Okay? So, ilalagay lang natin yung legend. Okay? So, ano na ang last step na? It is to add a source node. I think may source to. Ayan, syempre. So, let's add our source node. So, again, insert, text box, draw the source node. This is, again, from the Commission on Higher Education. Since we just use the same data as the past two charts. Okay? Kung gusto nyo i-adjust, pwede natin i-adjust yung height ng ating graph. Then, pwede nyo rin i-adjust yung legend. So, siyang tumaas. So we now have our, wala pala siyang figure number. Edit natin. figure number 3. Yeah. So we now have our third chart. So this is now figure number 3, distribution of enrollment and graduates in tertiary education in the Philippines for the academic years 2009 to 2019. So what we have here is a combo chart that shows the magnitude of the enrollments and at the same time, the trend or the movement of the graduates. So pinapakita natin na ganito kadami enrollments for this academic year and pinapakita natin na ganito kadami yung graduates for this academic year. So yung dami ng graduates at the same time yung dami ng enrollments and at the same time yung movement ng graduates. Okay? So ayan. So since yung ating combo chart.